Hey, welcome back. We're continuing on in our series of Microsoft Fabric admin tenant settings. Today we're going to be diving into the help and support settings. All right, as always, make sure that you like or subscribe to this channel. It really helps me out. If you got questions, post comments down below. Happily try to get to any and all questions that are asked. Try to really work at that. It can be a lot of time, so apologies if I get late, but we work hard to make sure every question gets answered. If this seems like it's all too overwhelming for you, head over to kratosbi.com and hire yourself a data guy. Click on that link. I'll get in touch with you, or one of my colleagues will get in touch with you, and we'll start to help make sure that you're a success. But let's head over to it. All right. In the help and support settings area of the Fabric admin area, we've got the publish get help information. Now, straight up, this should be the first thing that is, I believe this comes as disabled because you need to map this out to make sure people know where they should be going to get help and support. But you should be going in and setting this stuff up and enabling it. The first item being in your training docs, you should be sending people to the Microsoft Learn space unless you have an internal built out training capability. If you've got that internal training capability that's already built out, and maybe you're using a service like Udemy or something like that that you've built out internally, you've got that stuff all set up, put that link into in here as to where people should be going. Another big one here is your discussion forums. Where do people go inside your company to get help? Are they just going over to the Power BI or Microsoft Fabric forums? Maybe that's where you want them to go, right? You know what? Just go get help there. Or maybe inside your Center of Excellence or communities of practice, you want people going there and asking questions of your community so that the questions that are asked can be, you know that they're going to be answered by people who understand what's going on inside your business and can really help out there. Additionally, our next item is licensing requests. If you need people to be able to get licenses for Power BI Pro or Premium per user, or maybe you want them to go in for like a Fabric capacity or something like that, posting this link for where they should go, because maybe you're using like ServiceNow, or you've got a specific ticketing system where they can just enter in and have that ticket mostly created so that it rapidly gets them to the right place to get that license. You can put in that link here. And last but not least is the help desk item. Where do people go inside your organization to get help with items, right? So like I said, maybe it's ServiceNow, or you're using Sharewell, or you're using whatever ticketing agent it is inside your company. You put that link in here. This is one of the first things that you should be filling out as a Fabric admin. Make sure that this is up and ready, and it's available to everyone inside your company. There's no reason for anyone to not know where they should go to get help. This is really, really important. So go ahead, click, get that set up. Next one is receive email notifications for service outages or incidents. No, this should definitely be turned on and enabled. I don't have one right now, so I'm not going to do that. But you want to make sure that your admins are notified of when there are issues inside your Fabric capacities, so that, or inside the Power BI service at all. You want to know when that's going on, when there are outages, because they happen from time to time, so that you can understand that, hey, it's not me, it's Microsoft that's causing the problem. All right, so you want to turn that on. Next thing is users can try Microsoft Fabric paid features. This is enabled for the entire tenant. When users sign up for Fabric trial, they can try Fabric paid features for free for up to 60 days. And where they sign up, right here, this is the linking. It stems from the Power BI Pro review days and the PPU days. This just does apply to Microsoft Fabric as well. So when you click on that link and you go over to this, don't be surprised. But the idea being, you want to enable people to try the new features and functionalities, and allow them to see if it's going to be useful, and then buy the licensing, then buy the capabilities. If they find out they're not using it or it's too much for them, then they don't, right? And it's a free trial. It doesn't have to consume your resources to do so. Okay. Please note, since Fabric was released, we've been sitting on this 59-day trial thing for a long time. In fact, for months I've been sitting there. I saw it go down a couple times, but it seems like it's sticking at 59 days for now. We'll see at what point in time in the future that number starts to really count down and actually go away. It will at some point in time. I can guarantee it. Okay, so that's why you might want to try that. You might want to not allow the entire organization to do it. You might want to like restrict it to specific user groups. So that, you know, hey, these are my testers, or these are advanced people who understand that like doing something with the trial doesn't mean you're necessarily going to commit to buying that product. You know, they're not going to build out things that are then dependent upon it. You know, basically responsible users. Okay. Now, the last item in here is showing a custom message before publishing reports. This is something that a lot of like healthcare companies or companies that have PII or PHI information that they're trying to protect may enable, so that you know people, when they publish something, it's a little reminder that they've got to make sure that they've tagged that report, that they've locked it in, that they've checked it in, or that they're responsible for what's being published into the service. Okay. This is something that some companies use, and they use it for everyone in the company every time they publish. This message goes out. Other times you may want to allow specific people to have access. Let's say it's not your pro teams or your departmental teams, but maybe individual teams who are experimenting with reporting. Maybe you just want them to have that, or you want to actually specific security groups. This is where you might do an exception group that you might have in place, where like, okay, everyone gets this message, but the enterprise people, we're not going to give them the message every time. They're professionals. They know how to be responsible with it. Those are just some of the common use cases with this. All right. That was our help and support settings in Microsoft Fabric Admin. I hope you found that useful. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. If you need help with this stuff, hit me up over on KrayosBI.com. I'll jump over things, I guess. I'll help you out, and we can sort these things out together. You guys have a great day. Peace. Baker Tilly Digital combines strategic industry insight and advanced technical expertise to uncover and solve your digital transformation challenges. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website at bakertilly.com/digital.